I'm Rosella from Claritystamp. Today what I want to do is just run through how you attach your Groovi or your Parchment projects using our Pergamano brads. We've got a wonderful array of brads, we really have. So you can see we've got our essential brads. So we've got our little packs here. Now we've got various colours, so we've got metallics, we've got sort of a pewter, we've got gunmetal, we've got then the brighter metallics, we've got gold and silver. We've got pastels as well, so they're going to be able to tone in perfectly then with your projects, the colours on your projects. And we've also got white brads as well, so that's great perhaps if you're doing a white work card where I actually only want white on your project, they're absolutely perfect. What we've also got is we've got luxury brads, so we've got some with little gems in, but then what we've also got then, now these are gorgeous, these are a little bit of a statement piece as well. So we've got these lovely resin roses, we've got pearls there, so you can see that actually they're really going to be quite a focal point on your project also. So what we did with this in mind is we created brad plates as well. So you can see then we've actually got two corner plates. Now on these little brad plates you'll notice that there's little circles which are then great to actually place your brads. If you choose to put your brads in there, you can put your brads anywhere that you'd like to, but we've put places where we think it might be an idea to put them, and then you've got a really decorative element around the brad as well. So not only is it attaching, it's also a really decorative part of your project. So if I just show you this project here, you can see there that I've used the little rose there, but then I've used some of the leaves from the brad plates then to create a really interesting feature of my attachings. And even on the reverse of that one you can see that your workings can be really pretty as well. So let me show you how to put those brads in place. So let's find something to attach. So I've got a little project here, and I'm going to attach it to some of our designer backing paper. That gives some stability behind the brads as well, but I want to make sure it's in exactly the right place. So if it's a large project, I'd use my Groovi guard and I'd hold it down in place. This is quite a small project, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of those Groovi tabs and I'm just going to place it on here so that my finished project's in the centre, and I know that that's not going to tug at the parchment, it's not going to tug at the paper either, so I know it's perfectly safe. I put the brads in all together. If you put one in and then attach the brad, then perforate the next hole, attach the brad again, you might find that actually it moves a little bit when you attach the brad, so best to put the holes in if you can straight away. Tiny little brads that I'm using, I'm going to use the one needle tool. So this is the one needle bold tool, and that's a great size. So I'm just going to hold that in place, establish where I'm going to put the brads so that they're pretty much in the same position, and perforate straight through both the parchment and through the backing paper at the same time. Make sure that doesn't move, and then move on to the next corner. So this is, if you've got your Groovi guard in place, that would hold it down as well. And this corner, and then this corner too. Don't worry if it's not absolutely spot on, because you are doing this by hand, we're not machine making it, so don't worry at all. And press it down, turn it over, and then you're just gonna open those. Now these are great. You'll find that often with brads that they tend to be a little bit sharp and get up your fingernails. These won't do that. So that's one. I've not pushed it down entirely, I'll do that at the end. Let's move around to the next one. Let's take that Groovi tab from there. We don't need that any longer. And then let's just from the front sort of press on those brads just to get them nice and secure and firm. Then we've got a little design here. Now I'm going to use one of the luxury brads for this, and this has slightly larger legs, so I need a slightly larger hole. Now I've actually popped a little hole, I've done a cross there, so it's great practice for your crosses as well, and the brad will go through there as well. If you don't want to cut across, maybe One tool that's really useful is your Groovi number 1 and number 2 tool, because that's also then, when you've made that initial perforation with the one needle, you can make a larger hole with that as well. And let's place that where it's going to go on there so that it looks best, quite like that. So let's go one needle bold to start with, and then let's just enlarge that hole with that tool as well. I think that's going to be large enough. Yep. Place that on. This is going to be great as well, the brads. Perhaps you want to make some cards with movement, so you could put that on loosely, so that would be, I quite like that. In fact, we're going to go with that. So let's not tighten it too much, so that we can actually still get that movement on there. And then all you need to do then is attach it to either your card blank, your base, whichever it is, and it does mean that all of your workings are hidden then as well, and it looks really decorative. It becomes part of the design. Thank you for watching.